Hello, my name is Jason Vo, and I'm the JWC Capital Projects Manager and your host of The Flow Show. We currently manage around 18 active construction projects. I want to report our progress on 3 of them. The first is the Academy Creek RAS and UV Improvement. GMC LLC from Savannah, Georgia designed this project, and Rees Young from Sugar Hill is performing the work. The Rees Young team is back in town to tackle another project for the JWC and is committed to serving the community in the Golden Isles. The RAS and UV project includes installing pumps, flow meters, a piping system, valve, and electrical controls from RAS building number 1 and number 2, and modifying the existing chlorine contact chamber to include a Trojan ultraviolet disinfection system. The Rees Young team mobilized on the job site earlier this month. Sewer bypassing and demolition activities are ongoing on the west side of the chlorine contact chamber in preparation for installing the Trojan UV system. They plan to address the improvements to the UV system first and wrap the project with the RAS system. What is RAS, you may ask? RAS stands for Return Activated Sludge. The RAS is a wastewater treatment process that uses sewer mud that has settled from the clarifier tanks. It is recycled back and mixed into the incoming wastewater at the aeration bubbling tank via RAS pumps for reprocessing and to maintain the balance of the process. The RAS building number 1 consists of 8 RAS pumps, and RAS building number 2 consists of 4 pumps, which will be removed and replaced. Traditionally, chlorine gas was the most common method of wastewater disinfection for treatment before it was discharged into the lakes or rivers. While chlorine gas is relatively inexpensive, it is a highly toxic chemical that must be transported and handled cautiously. The JWC Academy Creek treatment plant currently uses 6 1-ton chlorine cylinders and will be phasing them out to move forward with a safer and cost-effective UV disinfection system. Also, the new UV produces no disinfection byproduct or chlorine residuals that harm the environment. Overall, the project is on track with no issues to report and is scheduled to be completed by September 2025. Next up is the Brunswick-Glynn Area Sewer Extension Project. Kimberly Horn engineered this project from Jacksonville, Florida, and the contractor is Southeast Pipe Survey from Patterson, Georgia, which will construct the sewer extension project with water lines and fire protection improvements. The Brunswick-Glynn area comprises of 135 single-family residential homes generally bounded by the Brunswick High School to the north, Altama Avenue to the east, 5th Street to the south, and Johnson Street from the west in the North Mainland District. While the JWC has extensive infrastructure for wastewater collection and treatment, there are still some locations where sewer service is unavailable. These areas may be undeveloped, but most often consist of existing residents or subdivisions that rely on individual septic tanks for on-site wastewater management. As private septic system age, they become unreliable and sometimes quite expensive for property owners to maintain. The JWC staff selected Brunswick-Glynn area based on condition-based needs and resource availability. The project will provide reliable sewer service and increase fire protection in this area. It will also allow property owners time to budget or apply for assistance connecting to the sanitary sewer system. The Southeast Pipe Survey crew recently mobilized to the job site, and it will take approximately a year to complete all the work in the neighborhood. This project scope of work primarily includes the following: installation of approximately 8,000 linear feet of new sewer main lines with single service lines and 25 sewer manholes. Installation of approximately 600 linear feet of water main and 7 fire hydrants. The most important thing to understand when discussing private septic tanks versus public sewer system is that if trouble arises with a private septic tank, the homeowner is usually on their own to address the situation. When maintenance is required for the public sewer system, it can be dealt with by a phone call and is covered by the local sewer utility provider. We are finally circling back to Canal Road Water Production Facility. Thomas and Hutton from Savannah, Georgia designed this project, and Rees Young out of Sugar Hill, Georgia performs the work. As the last Slow Show video mentioned, we are converting the existing Canal Road fire well into a complete water production facility. The construction is ongoing and multiple teams are on site. The underground yard piping installation for the high service pump building and structural formation for the 250,000-gallon ground storage tanks are underway. The remaining work includes modifying the existing deep water well and constructing a new maintenance building with high service pumps, a ground storage tank, and chemical feed equipment. The project is estimated to be completed by the end of February 2025. Let's talk about the 250,000-gallon ground storage tank. Water storage is essential for the community's health and safety. The tank stores drinkable water and provides faster access to water supply, such as fire protection, when the demand is needed. Most ground storage tanks are sized to hold up to 1 day's worth of water for the surrounding area. The JWSC has 16 ground and 10 elevated storage tanks with adequate storage capacity for peak demand and fire flow within the 3 distribution systems: North Mainland, St. Simons Island, and South Mainland District. We are adding 2 GSTs and 2 ESTs to the system, which are anticipated to be completed by the end of 2026. The JWC is committed to bringing the region's additional water supplies and increased fire flow capacity, demonstrating our work's direct and significant impact to the community. So there you have it. Our 3 main projects in this field for this quarter are Academy Creek, RAS, and UV improvements, Brunswick-Glynn area sewer extension projects, Canal Road water production facility. I hope to see you on the next project update. Thank you for your time, and know that every day the staff of the JWSC is here to serve you.